So, Jerod, the same thing I asked Oscar about the ability to absorb a loss like Tyrell Terry. What does that tell you about where your program is right now, that you can take that loss and still be considered one of the best teams in the league?
Well, it is exciting. I apologize about the technical difficulties there. What we've done is when I got the job, we talked about building a program. And I think that's an important part of what we're doing. It's not just trying to put a team together for 1 year, but build a program that has staying power. Obviously, with Ty leaving, that's a huge hole and a void kind of in our program right now. But at the same time, I think we recruited well and developed our players really well. And so there is some pride in the fact that we're able to, we think, absorb the loss the best we can. And you don't replace Ty in any way, because his shooting, his playmaking, his leadership were really good for us. But we do take a lot of pride that we have some other players in the program that we think can step up and provide at least some of those things. And the things that we can't provide, we're going to kind of move things around and figure it out as a group. But the guys are excited and doing well. And again, some pride in the fact that we're building a program that can sustain a loss like that.
All right. So who are you handing the ball to?
The group. Now I will say Dejon Davis has experience as a point guard. It's really neat finally also to have a program where we'll have a couple of senior starters that have been here for 4 years. And, it's a rare thing in college basketball to have a freshman come in, stay for 4 years, and be a senior starter. And not only do we have one, we have two of those. And Dejon has the experience from the last 3 years that I think he'll be able to carry into this year. Bryce Wills has some experience at the point guard and has a presence and a leadership quality to him. Michael O'Connell, but I think Dejon will probably get most of the reps early, and so far in practice has really shown leadership and the ability to run the team.
All right, let's go. I think when you first got back with the group, if I'm not mistaken, you were outside. That's a little old school. What was that like?
Well, our serve and volley is awfully good. So the tennis game is on point, and hopefully it'll translate to basketball as well. But we were on the tennis courts and getting some shots up, trying not to push too hard, and having a different surface like there isn't ideal. I think it was 212 days in between being on a hardwood floor from the end of last year to our first practice indoors this year. And so that's challenging. But when we were outside, I think the guys took advantage of it. They were spirited. It was actually pretty neat in some ways, practicing or getting some shots up under the lights in Palo Alto and 70 degrees and, in the early fall, late summer. So those things were good, and we took advantage. And one of the themes has been appreciation. And I think the guys appreciate being together and having an opportunity to spend some time together.
All right, Zaire Williams, what kind of impact is he going to have?
I think he'll have a tremendous impact in a lot of different ways. Obviously, he's really talented, but he's not just a one-dimensional type player. He has the ability to shoot the basketball, penetrate, make plays for others. I think he has really good instincts offensively and on the defensive end as well. Last year we were very successful in being efficient on the defensive end of the floor, and we're going to put somebody in there with Zaire that has length, has instincts, and does play hard. And so I think he's going to impact the game in so many ways for us.
All right, last thing, I'd be remiss if I didn't bring back up Oscar, because he is, the definition of the student athlete. It really does feel like he fits that Stanford, sort of the model Stanford athlete, international, well-versed, multilingual. What's it been like to see him blossom just off the court, just being around him as a human being?
Well, you said it, and it's the fact is he is the gold standard of what a scholar athlete is, and certainly proud to have an opportunity to coach him, to help him grow and develop here. From working in the stem cell lab to taking the, I think we were in the Pac-12 tournament last year, and he was taking a chemistry final and biology tests, and so he really is the gold standard in so many ways as a student, but also as a person. And to be honest with you, as a player, to be an all-conference performer, to come back for his senior year, and he's just continuing to develop his shot, his game, his leadership. So I really am lucky to have a chance to be around him. And I think he's just one example of many guys we have, but certainly the gold standard.